Hello students of class 9th. See, this is your textbook, English literature, treasure trove, a collection of ICSE poems and short stories, right? In the last video I was teaching poem number 5, Television, composed by Roald Dahl. Let's see. Yes. Here poem number 5, Television, Roald Dahl. In the last video I was teaching your textbook on page number 21. See, poem number 5, Television, composed by Roald Dahl. Here in this poem, poet asks parents never to allow children to watch TV. He said, TV should not be installed in our homes. Children continues to stare at the television screen for hours and strain their eyes. A poet advises the parents that parents must throw the television set out and install in its place a bookshelf, right? Let's see, the text will continue. See line number 62 on page number 23. Here the poet. See the textbook. Younger ones had Patrick Potter with Miss Toad and Dirty Otter, and a squirrel, Nutkin, Piglings, Bland, and Mrs. Taggy Winkles, and just how the camel got his hum, and how the monkey lost his rum, and Mr. Toad, and bless my soul, there's Mr. Rat and Mr. Mole. See in this line, what the poet want to say here. Here poet is saying, in the past time, what the parents are doing. He said here, in the past time, small children were fond of stories of the famous English writer, Patrick Potter. Patrick Potter is the name of the English writer. Here, the stories were about Mr. Toad and his dirty dog, the squirrel Nutkin, the small pig named Plant, or about Mrs. Cat Winkle. These stories were fascinating. They were about the camels getting the hum on his back, or about the monkey losing the rear part of his hairy body. There was a story about Mr. Toad and Mr. Rat and Mr. Mole. In the past time, what the story parents had read. Obviously, these are the stories which fascinated all children before the invention of television. At that time when the television was not there, he said, oh books, what books they used to know, those children living long ago. So please, oh please, we beg and we pray, go throw your TV set away, and its place you can install a lovely bookshelf on the wall. Here again, poet is saying, long ago, children used to read a lot of books. He said, oh books, What books they used to know. Those children living long ago. In the past time, in the long ago, children used to read a lot of books. When at that time there was no television set. Therefore, the poet's plea to the parents is to throw away the television set and its place on the wall. It's install a bookshelf and fill it with books. Children would protest, would be angry, could make dirty and angry faces. He said, then fill the shelves with lots of books, ignoring all the dirty looks, the screams and yells, the bites and kicks, the children hitting you with sticks. Fear not, because we promise you that in about a week or two of having nothing else to do, a poet is suggesting to the parents. He said, children would protest, would be angry, could make dirty, and angry faces could cry loudly and might even bite, kick, and hit the elders with sticks. He said, parents should ignore their reactions for their ultimate benefit. He said, they will now begin to feel the need of having something to read. And once they start, oh boy, you watch the slowly growing joy that fills their hearts. They will grow so keen. They will wonder what they need, what they had ever seen in that ridiculous machine, that nasty, foul, clean, repulsive television screen, and later each and every kid will love you more for what you did. Here, what the poet want to suggest here, poet is saying, poet persuades parents to remove the television set without any fear. He assures the parents that their children having nothing to do would begin to feel the need to read something in about a week. Once they began to read, they would take to reading very happily, interestingly. Here, the poet is in an assuring mood. He said, parents that once the television set is removed and the children start reading books, the children would be so much enamored of books. They liked books, they liked reading books, that they would begin to wonder why they used to watch the stupid machine. Here in that ridiculous machine, they will wonder what had ever seen in that ridiculous machine. That means here why they used to watch the stupid machine. They would find the television set nosting, useless, foul, repulsive. Later, they began. Later, they would love their parents for replacing the television set with books. They think that the books is very fine for them. So, in this way, the poet want to suggest, the poet want to give good advices to the parents that to throw out these ridiculous television sets. It is disgusting set. He said, use in place of this good books for their children, so that when they will start reading and when they will get interested point, when they will like these books, they will start reading. Okay students, as I think this poem is clear for you and you will understand this poem. This is very nice poem. This is and the remaining of this poem and the exercise will continue. Very soon you will find in another video.